Welcome back to Game 4, DraCoNT against JonSlow. The pick is between Spanish, Turks and Goth. It was between May and Turks and Goth in Master Arena 3, now Spanish been in it, and therefore JonSlow actually picking Spanish here, and DraCoNT going for the Turks. Interesting picks. Now Goth, not an option I think, because it kind of loses against both civilizations I feel, but Spanish against Turks is a really interesting matchup, and I want to point out that in the streams they were discussing about, I think T90 stream especially, about Janissaries against Conquistadors, which is better, and the chat was asked like one or two, Janis or Conquistadors or Janis, and T90's opinion was, yeah, it's situational, and I think on Arena, usually the situation says Conquistadors should be better. They have way more mobility, and even though they lack the range, they have a little bit more HP, they can be upgraded easily with bloodlines, and they're just really nice to use to micro. And the Janissaries, they can be really good, they are really strong unit, but I feel I would take the Conquistadors over the Janissaries just because I think there's more situations on Arena in this particular matchup where the Janissaries are just better than the Janissaries. Sorry, the Conquistadors are better than the Janis. Oh my god. Now let's go for the maps here. Main gold on the side, second gold on the side, main stone forward, all quite forward-ish actually. The third gold, or is this the second one? Not really important. Safe in the back and deer in the back as well. On this side, a little bit of a pocket, but a little of nothing. So the resources mainly inside JonSlow's base, only the second stone is outside. One really close to his base, another one quite close here, only 4 tiles away, 5 tiles away. And this one between the two players may be slightly closer to Terra, but it doesn't really matter. Terra is on stone with 2, 3 villagers going up to feudal age. We have a relic in the neutral zone here, also a little bit closer to JonSlow. Extra stone, extra gold, and another relic. This one is closer to DraCoNT, I think. DraCoNT has the third gold outside, second gold forward, main gold forward. So gold-wise, this could be tough for him. He's on stone with 5 villagers, main stone safe in the back, second stone safe in the back. So he will easily be able to get castles up, but he needs to defend his golds, I think, and therefore this match could be interesting. As the golds are forward for DraCoNT, he may need to go aggressive here, and we are going to see castles by both players in early castle age. I saw most of this game, I think. I don't remember all details, so if I'm missing something, then it's because the games are a few days old for me. And by the time I will have uploaded them a few more days. So I hope that's not a concern. It's not for me, I hope it's not for you. Horse color and I think double breaks done already for both players. We are going to see castles. I imagine in front of these resources, like in front of the main gold somewhere here, and in front of that main stone, maybe some on the left, maybe in the middle to like cover almost everything. Would make sense. JonSlow actually going for that second gold instead of the main gold. I imagine we could see a TC here later on. Monastery coming up first. There's enough stone for a castle, but JonSlow is not putting it up yet. I guess he wanted to wait for enough stone to get a second TC, and the castle coming up next to that main stone directly in front of it makes a lot of sense in my opinion. As for DraCoNT's castle, going up in front of the main gold and the second gold, same thing really, and Monastery also coming up. And I'm expecting to see Conquistadors against Janissaries very soon. Of course, both players are going to try and collect some relics here. JonSlow is getting the first one already. Very quick monk. And, ooh, interesting. JonSlow chasing the scout, but he is not even taking one single shot from these castle arrows. So no damage on that scout whatsoever. Light cav obviously for DraCoNT here. And we're going to see the first Janissaries and Conquistadors battle it out together with the monk here. DraCoNT is going for that middle relic. I think JonSlow has a relic advantage in this map. Conquistadors against Janissaries. Now in 3 against 3, I think the Janissaries might be better, because especially seeing that a monk is there, getting one conversion is huge, and DraCoNT should be able to grab that relic. In the meantime, JonSlow is grabbing the ones on the outer field, if you want so. And now there's 4 Janissaries and a Conquistadors against 5 Conquistadors. No upgrades on those, which makes sense. And DraCoNT is going for that relic. The scout cav though is around, trying to take down the monk. It wasn't able to do so, but the Conquistadors are doing the rest, and DraCoNT wasn't really able to bring the relic much closer to his base. We have TC coming up for DraCoNT here actually. Third TC, second TC up on the wood line, the other TC also going up on the wood line. And I think JonSlow should have one extra TC as well, but he's got a lot of stone in the bank, so he wants to go for a second castle. TC up on the main gold on the wood line. I like this TC spot a lot. Now the Conquistadors are moving in, and as you can see, one conversion, and the Janissaries suddenly have to run away. The Conquistadors getting micro left to right and vice versa, and are doing very good damage on those Janissaries. Nice try to split, but it looks like one more, two more, and that's enough in this battle. Nice micro here by JonSlow, really, and now he's got enough stone for a castle, so he might move forward with the villagers very soon to try and get a castle up in a very forward position. How about the Janissary count from DraCoNT here? Again, the wrong overlay, 6 and 5 military. It's not really a lot what they are having, but of course those fights are costing some lives and some resources. Now 4 Janissaries, but good micro here by DraCoNT, and this castle coming up for JonSlow, is it actually going up? Looks like with that monk and more Janissaries on the way, JonSlow doesn't actually get this castle up. I don't like the position of this castle, to be honest. I think it was just at that place where the Conquistadors wanted to micro, wanted to fight. And therefore you should have put a little bit more on the side, or maybe just slightly to the back here. Like this, DraCoNT with more Janissaries on the way, he just reinforced his army by 2 or 3. He was able to push this back, and I think that was not not a good try by JonSlow. Is now only 580 stone, and again he's halfway up to Imperial Age. But you want to get that castle up, because now as you go into Imperial Age with 2 TCs and with a total of 48 villagers, you want to get rid of that castle from DraCoNT as soon as possible. And DraCoNT is ahead by 16 villagers now. He's got 3 TCs, he's got a good amount of farms. He was still able to go for the Janissaries, and relic-wise, I think he should have the majority now. No, he's got 1, and he's getting that last one out of the open field. And JonSlow is moving forward once again with an outpost first. 2 monks to try and get some conversions. Are they able to do so? Going to find out very soon. No, not yet. Conquistadors now moving back. That's a good amount of Janissaries actually, and they have the +1 defense upgrade. JonSlow now went for bloodlines, very important. And the castle is coming up in a not so far forward position, and JonSlow is already up to him. So I don't like that he didn't get this castle up. If he's losing this game, then it's because the castle didn't go up. And we have DraCoNT in a very comfortable position. 2 Conquistadors got converted, he's got 10 Janissaries around, and he has a very decent economy, therefore is able to click up to Imperial Age, the 10 card just before that. And it looks like he should be able to defend for quite some time. JonSlow is still not using trebuchets to take the castle down. Instead he needed to go for more Conquistadors, and I think it's a good idea. 75 HP plus 2 defense, they're fully upgraded, missing the elite upgrade obviously. No wait, they're not fully upgraded, but the last upgrade is coming in for JonSlow. Yes, now there's the completed upgrades. Not yet, +4, there it's 2 + 3, 2 + 4. Those Conquistadors should be really strong. And again, the Janissaries, 17 attack on 8 range, and a nice group. They should be able to snipe these Conquistadors, one-shotting them. And there's also monks still around. Trebuchet is still not able to go forward. DraCoNT is putting up a good fight now, and he is able to keep this castle up for so long that JonSlow, actually with the fast Imperial Age, he didn't achieve anything. And DraCoNT now 90 against 57 villagers. He's got a very decent economy lead, going for Thumbring, not hand cannoneers. It's gonna be heavy cav archers against Conquistadors. Potentially elite Conquistadors, not sure about that. JonSlow is still investing into production, which makes sense. I would like to see a 3rd castle somewhere around here to make this forward even stronger, but he's not sending villagers yet. Instead, he's now moving in. He's got rid of that castle finally using the trebuchets. Taking down the monastery, also a little bit of a controversial discussion. Why did the relics drop out to the front? Doesn't really make sense. They're so far forward. But okay, nothing we can change at this point in the game. Fletching coming in from JonSlow as well. Does he want to go for a counter? Did he maybe see the archer ranges? How do you get Fog of War? He can see the archer ranges, he can see the cav archers, so he knows what's happening. And I think he should go for elite skirmishers. 3rd castle is coming up really far forward. I like this position, it's almost covering the golds here. And DraCoNT needs to move out to the 3rd gold actually. I could go for the extra as well. JonSlow, he scouted the map as far as I remember, so he's sending the Conquistadors here. Oh, and these villagers could all go down. Look at this, this might be devastating. That's 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Now the cav archers, heavy cav archers actually already. Wow, nice upgrades on those moving in. But DraCoNT lost quite a few villagers. He's also getting attacked from the trebuchets from outside. JonSlow in a comfortable position, but score lead for DraCoNT actually. And I imagine it's because his economy is a lot better here. The KD is even, as far as I can see. No, the military units are even. KD is in favor of JonSlow obviously, but looks like DraCoNT has a decent number of military units, and he's got a +6 defense, 100 HP, so unique tech also research. Elite Conquistadors coming in. I think JonSlow needs to focus on numbers here, and he definitely needs elite skirmishes now. Everything that DraCoNT has can be countered by elite skirmishes. Siege workshops finally coming up for him. Does he have a stable somewhere? I don't see it. Conquistadors against heavy cav archers. The Conquistadors technically should be stronger, but that amount of heavy cav archers with 100 HP, I think they should be able to put up a very good fight, even though they're lacking attack compared to Conquistadors, but more range obviously. Ballistics can help a lot, and also a few Janissaries still around to help out. Trebuchet is hitting some houses, but it's not really doing a lot of damage, and JonSlow is on 64 villagers only. We are 40 minutes in. I think he should have more, like 80 at least, and he should invest into economy. RSTC's working, villager production going, yes, but DraCoNT still in the score lead. Conquistadors once again moving out. There's a TC now on that gold. Also, DraCoNT going for the extra gold. I like this move. The Trebuchet is not daring to go inside, and DraCoNT, I think, it looks like he's getting more and more military units out. JonSlow still with more, but DraCoNT somehow is able to fight. And siege ram upgrade coming in. Ooh, this could be important. Cap rams moving forward for JonSlow. He also has the siege ram upgrade available, but I don't think he's able to get that. He just invested a lot into elite conquistadors. Siege rams on the field for DraCoNT. He's moving back here. JonSlow trying to take the fight. He needs to move the trebuchets in. He needs to get rid of those siege workshops now, and possibly the castle isn't back here. But it looks like the ram fight, despite the fact that DraCoNT has less rams, is somehow no. JonSlow actually not looking good. TC might go down. But those heavy cav archers doing a lot of damage, and I think DraCoNT is microing those to attack the conquistadors. I'm not sure about the numbers. 35 against 23. JonSlow lost the rams. That's the biggest problem for him. He's now attacking the siege rams if he's not microing. And of course DraCoNT can reinforce a lot faster. He's sending in hussars because the upgrades are free. Makes a lot of sense. Also +2 defense already done. And of course bloodlines available as he went for the heavy cav archers as well. And suddenly JonSlow lower on military units. The siege rams, I think, did the damage here, did the trick. It took a little bit of firepower from the conquistadors, and suddenly DraCoNT more military units, a lot actually. He's got 117 villagers, he's got decent gold income still, he can even take a second gold now, and that castle might fall. The siege rams moving forward, and the hussars and heavy cav archers behind that. More siege workshops coming up, more siege rams getting produced. I like this idea by DraCoNT to go siege rams, really like it a lot, and still no counter, no hussars, no paladin, no elite skirmishes from JonSlow. 77 villagers for him by now, but even a castle going up in front of the golds, and the siege rams approaching. 3 cap rams now, only 3 siege rams by DraCoNT, but he's got those heavy cav archers. I think they're even faster than the conquistadors, and that castle is losing HP really fast. We could even see bombard cannons. I'm really surprised that we don't see a single bombard cannon from DraCoNT here. The castle is falling anyways. JonSlow now moving back with the conquistadors. He's going to lose that forward. Got 3 siege workshops, but he did not go for siege rams. He wasn't able to afford it. Now JonSlow is saying let's try and raid, but there's a castle up on that extra gold as well, taking the extra stone to DraCoNT, and it looks like JonSlow just called a GG here. Yes, he resigned. DraCoNT was able to hold long enough, and I think one key point, not getting up that castle in late castle age, and then setting it back here. He needed to get that castle out early on. He needed to get rid of DraCoNT's castle early, and then he needed to do damage. That's something that did not happen. So DraCoNT actually coming back from 0-2. Now they are even. Both players won 2 games. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next game. GG.